you guys? One minute, everyone's Team Tana, and the next, it's all about Brooke. The drama in the canceled podcast world has been absolutely insane lately. Clips are flying all over the internet. Everyone's weighing in on Tana and Brooke's drama. And today, we're diving into what's really going on. Tana Mongeau and Brooke Schofield have been having a wild few weeks. They've been traveling like crazy for their world tour. And during this tour, they finally shared the infamous JS Kate video. This was the footage from the massive argument they had that almost ended their friendship, something they called George Gate. It was all caught on camera, and they decided to show it to fans during the tour. Naturally, those fans posted clips online, and honestly, it did not make Tana look great. I was shocked she even agreed to let that footage air. It was that bad. In the video, Brooke is clearly fed up. She's frustrated because they're running late again, thanks to Tana. Brooke points out that Tana had plenty of sleep, both the night before and on the tour bus, so being tired wasn't an excuse. But Tana acts like it's no big deal. She's annoyed that she has to show up early for the meet and greet, saying she'd rather just get there right when it starts. Things escalate fast. Brooke's trying to explain that being late could cost them money, and meanwhile, Tana's just poking fun, asking Brooke if she's wearing jorts. Brooke isn't having it. She's laser focused on getting to the venue on time. Tana, on the other hand, keeps brushing it off, saying, "Why do I need to be there early?" It's clear everyone's stressed, but Tana's lack of urgency is making things worse. The fight only gets uglier from there. Tana complains about having to be at the venue at all before the meet and greet, while Brooke's standing outside furious, saying, "We're literally wasting money because of this." And then, in classic Tana,
great, of course, but why would we be on time if Tana's involved? We're just standing down here, rotting away, while she just fucking dilly-dallies upstairs. We're wasting money, is what's happening.
5:30 is the meet and greet. It's 5:26. I can't choose where it's at. I'm gonna show up and do my job, which is to meet and greet and be on the stage.
You meet and greet, baby.
You know? I think I hate everyone.
I definitely hate you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, I thought it would be funny to fight.
Super funny. Paige, I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit of a cunt. I just don't feel like I need to be here to set up this production. I love early Sally in there, and I know Hannah's just doing her job, but meet and greets at 5:30, I'm gonna be here at 5:30. And the lose money was just crazy.
I can't believe anyone wants me for me to just sit around and I would have slept in. I'm like, okay, everyone can go into hibernation in like a week.
We're on time. We're on time. It all worked out.
fashion, she quips, "It's 5:26. I'll get there by 5:30. I'm just here for the meet and greet." Brooke finally
Show us to the venue on your own.
I tried to show up to the venue on my own. You interviewed the Uber out. Everyone waits hours for you, but God forbid you sit for fun. And I don't have time to do such a stupid fuck.
Good, quit. Okay, quit.
God forbid she has to fuck sit at the venue two minutes before she has to go out and do her meet and greet for all the people who paid to come see her. But now she's gonna tour by herself, because why would Brooke need to be there? I got on a call with your two managers who screamed at me for 3 hours saying, "You need to figure out Tana, you need to get her in line, you need to hold her accountable." Your manager.
And that's not fair to you. And then that's another fight I'm gonna yell at someone else. I've been touring since I was 16.
I'm gonna go to Seth and Brittany and I'm gonna tell them I can't do this with Brooke.
They told me with someone yelling at me. I can't have
Nobody was fucking yelling at you. I made a joke about your door.
Brooke, I called you and you were yelling at me about the money. Also, all day in my mood, you have been kind of picking at me.
No one knows the difference between when you're in a bad mood and when you're just being Tana.
Your job is to show up, do the meet and greet, and do the show.
I'm sorry that honestly, I don't have a job anymore because she's gonna tour by herself.
Then if you want to be a and brown about it, then don't tour with me.
You said it. You said I'm gonna tour by myself. Honestly, I'm
I would rather tour by myself, be
your
10 minutes late, and be happy.
You're 10 minutes late to everything. You were 3 hours late to the bus yesterday.
Okay, and you're a whiny, emotional bitch all the time. I love to do the show with you, but God forbid you make everything else around it
fighting. You're mad that you're sitting around for 10 minutes in a green room, but it doesn't matter when 9 people are waiting 3 hours for you.
9 is crazy. She's on retainer salary. She doesn't give a I get there. His job is to film me.
No one here gets paid enough to deal with you. No one.
Dude, you lost your mind. Look at you.
Snaps, "I hate everyone right now, especially you." To which Tana sarcastically responds, "Just kidding," and then giggles. But the tension is very real. Tana says she doesn't see why she should help set up the production.
That's right.
while Brooke's trying to keep everything running smoothly. Tana's attitude of, "I'll show up when I want," was just rough. After the show, things exploded. Brooke revealed she'd been pressured by Tana's team to keep her in line. She said, "Your two managers yelled at me for 3 hours, telling me I needed to figure you out, to hold you accountable." That's when Tana snapped back, saying, "That's not fair to you," but then tried to joke about Brooke's tour. Brooke wasn't laughing. Tana accused Brooke of picking at her all day and said no one could tell when Brooke was actually upset or just being herself. At one point, Tana even said, "If you want to act like this, don't tour with me." It was messy. Tana seemed to dismiss how much everyone else was waiting on her, with Brooke.
Well, everyone is just so mean to me. I like to do things on my own schedule. And it is funny, even the internet's perception of me. Like, I'll see TikToks of you three, and all the top comments are like, "Tana is asleep." And it's like, God forbid I watch one of them and review a Patreon in my room. I really have. I've been getting up early. Mongeau and I have been on like our own program. And I ended up in Ireland having to deal with a lot of internal work drama that I'm not going to podcast about, but it was hell on earth trying to figure it out, and that took an entire day. And then everyone's just coming at me like I'm literally a sloth and I hate my friends and I hate these beautiful places, and it's like I have other things to do.
No, it's not that. I just noticed it wasn't a priority of yours, and it's fine, but
my priority was editing the canceled Patreon.
No, that's not true. You spent 24 consecutive hours in the Paris mall, like no air.
But it's beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous.
I also was making a vlog, and that's like what I wanted to do with my day. You know,
I know. I don't know why you're getting so defensive. I'm just saying,
because I've been getting so much internal hate for me being on my own program.
Because like we just we want you to see. What got me was you were like, "Oh, God, I wish I had time to walk around." I'm like, you had so
I've been doing a lot
time.
of other things. Like, genuinely, I have. I've also been to Paris 1,000 times. Like, I've seen the Louvre, I've seen the Arc de Triomphe.
I know, but we wanted you in house on the cliffs with us.
I was working on that internal bullshit, like, all day in Ireland. And I was so sad. I was crying about it. Like, I love Ireland. I wanted to be roaming around so bad, but like, people had to get paid and flights had to get booked and everybody needs something from me, you know? And that's the God honest truth.
I know.
But see that face?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm sorry.
Like, you literally know that I had to do all of that.
I know, but I know that you're like, well, God forbid I have to watch a Patreon episode. Our Patreon episodes, by the way, are 1 hour long. And we have been
3.
out of the country for 2.5 weeks.
That took 4 hours of my day. I've been talking to Devin every single day about like the structure of here's the thing. I don't want to be outside all of the time. I would love to be outside half of the time. And a lot of things have come up where like I end up having to do other things that is kind of on me in that sense.
You could perhaps sit in the park and watch a
I'm
Patreon
not working
episode.
on my laptop from the park. That's just not who I am. But like
in Paris,
I love Paris. We had I did so much. I went to my favorite restaurant. I went under the Eiffel with Mongeau. I walked around. I went to vintage stores around the hotel.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
No,
I'm just giving you a hard time, and trust me, it's totally fine because I've been having the most fun with my girlfriend.
Pointing out you were 3 hours late to the bus yesterday and everyone's just waiting for you. The dynamic was intense, with Tana brushing it off and even mocking Brooke's frustrations. After the tour footage surfaced online, people were overwhelmingly Team Brooke. The crowd cheered for her at the end of the clip, showing just how much support she had. Viewers commented things like, "Tana immediately telling Brooke to quit when she's trying to be on time is so manipulative," and "This footage makes Tana look terrible. No wonder they didn't release it before." But the drama didn't end there. Just when people thought they had picked sides, things flipped again. In a recent podcast episode, Tana and Brooke talked about their European tour, and this time, people weren't too thrilled with Brooke. They discussed how Brooke, Paige, and Brooke's friend BB were exploring the sites and making content, while Tana seemed to be MIA. Fans commented, "Where's Tana?" And Brooke explained, "We wanted you there." Tana, for her part, defended herself, saying, "I like to do things on my own schedule," and pointed out that people online were making jokes like, "Tana's asleep," or "Where is she?" But Tana explained she was dealing with personal issues, including a lot of internal work while in Ireland. She said, "It was hell on earth trying to figure it out, and that took an entire day." She felt like people were painting her as lazy or uninterested when, in reality, she had other priorities. Brooke, however, seemed frustrated. She said, "It's not that I noticed it wasn't a priority of yours, and that's fine, but you had time to walk around." Tana pushed back, explaining that she was working on editing the podcast and other projects. She mentioned spending time with Mongeau and exploring Paris on her own terms, saying, "I went to my favorite restaurant under the Eiffel, vintage stores. I did my thing." At the end of the day, though, viewers seemed split. Some sided with Brooke, feeling like Tana should have made more of an effort to be part of the group. Others empathized with Tana, saying she was being responsible and Brooke was being too passive-aggressive. Comments like, "Tana's being responsible and everyone's mad about it," and "Brooke is insufferable," flooded the posts. It's clear that whatever's going on between Tana and Brooke, it's far from over. This drama is only heating up, and fans are picking sides harder than ever. Love you guys, so 10-6 much, and I will talk to you in the next 10 video. Bye, guys.